Do you have this problem? You get on Valorant, ready to go, you pick your agent, ready to get the party started, there's a target, and you're missing the one tap. The one thing that you're thinking is, I missed my shots because of my crosshair, that's it. Yeah, me too. My name is FPS Fox, and I want to share my experience using the most popular crosshairs, and if you want to know what I found to be the best crosshair, then grab your popcorn, take a seat, sit back, and enjoy the video. Now in this clip, when I died, I was thinking, why did I not feel confident enough to place my crosshair on the enemy's head? I mean, it's simple. Click the head, right? As I began to analyze my gameplay and reflect upon my life, I realized the answer was, I'm not really that confident using my crosshair. And you're probably thinking, what does this mean? It means that if you said, alright Fox, you got to click these heads, millions of dollars are on the line, but you have to pick one crosshair. Which one is it? I wouldn't know which one to pick. I wouldn't. So that's when I began my journey. I went to YouTube, typed best crosshair Valorant, and watched the videos thinking, one of these will definitely help me see my target's head better, right? I mean, it's simple, right? Find the right crosshair and then we're all good. Alright, cool. So I found some popular crosshairs and played some matches to evaluate my experience, think about what happened in each match, and reflect upon it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. As soon as I used this, I was like, damn, this is not clear enough for me to see the target. Keep in mind, I'm using a 27-inch monitor, so you would think it wouldn't be so difficult. Most people use 24-inch monitors, but you know I'm a bit bigger, you know what I'm saying? But in seriousness, it really was difficult. I don't know why it was so difficult for me to find the target with the crosshair. In this clip, you see here with Chamber clearly in front of me, and he walks into my crosshair and I shoot, resulting to a headshot. This is great, but let me freeze this frame right here. Can you see the crosshair clearly? I actually couldn't. And my crosshair placement helped me there, but if I were to move my crosshair, it would have been a bit tough to know when to stop. Thank you, Chamber, for lining up with my crosshair and getting me that one tap. Thanks, buddy. Now let's take a look at a clip versus Cypher. Crosshair placement is important. Let's not act like it isn't. But I could barely see in real time. I take my shot, I miss, and I die. For me, the crosshair was not clear enough to identify if I was exactly on the head or not. And when taking a fight, it needs to be second nature when clicking on targets, instead of taking a moment and confirming in your head, alright, okay, is this on the head? Yeah, I think it is. Oh wait, no, let's adjust. In an actual match, you don't have enough time to do that. This needs to happen in a fraction of a second or it's game over. On the other hand, here's a clip of me fighting Chamber and I land a clean one tap. I was comfortable using it at this range because the crosshair completely covers the head of Chamber, so I didn't have any doubt if I was aiming too much to the right and if I would end up shooting the shoulder or if I would shoot the chest or some other part. My confidence came from the idea that Chamber's face and my crosshair were a match made in heaven and it fit so well together, so I was confident in shooting the head. Overall for me, this crosshair was okay at close range, but at long range, I struggled. I don't think I'm going to use this again. So I've been seeing some montage videos with people using the black dot crosshair and I was like, okay, alright, this looks cool, I'll try it too. To my surprise, I realized the difficulty of the contrast being difficult to notice with some colors. Let's look at this clip. And now look at this freeze frame. You tell me in the comments, how easy is it to see the crosshair against Omen smokes? For me, it was tough. Even as I was editing this, I was like, damn, this is not easy to see. Now take a look at this other clip. Where is the crosshair? Tell me in the comments. Tell me what it is. It looks like the dot is part of Brimstone's armor. I mean, it's cool, it's got a new design on the armor, but I need to know where I'm aiming. So I'm hoping you see my perspective why I found this a struggle. However, I did get a clip where if the area that I'm aiming at is bright, the contrast between the colors makes it easier for me to see where I'm aiming. Against this jet, I was able to line up my crosshair and then get a nice one tap and ooh, that was juicy. I'm not the best player, so like, that was pretty satisfying. For me, this crosshair may work well in brighter maps like Icebox, but I don't think I'll be maining this anytime soon. This is a popular crosshair, and I immediately was able to see it stand out in matches. I felt that it was good beyond short range. Check this clip where I placed my crosshair and was able to smoothly move my crosshair and kill the enemy rays. Pretty decent. However, one thing I noticed is that in some fights, I move my crosshair too much. Take a look at this clip. I move the crosshair and then I lower it, whereas if I stayed at head height like the beginning, part of the crosshair would be above Raze's head. This was an important moment for me, guys. As I was watching this VOD, I realized something about myself. I like to make sure the head is covered by the crosshair, leaving no doubt that my shot will be a headshot. So now we're making some progress. Overall, this crosshair is good, but I needed something that matched my preference. So what have we learned so far? Problem number 1, I don't like a crosshair that is hard to see, whether it's too thin or blends too much with the environment. And problem number 2 is I don't like a crosshair which is too big, where yes, it is easy to see, but it makes it more difficult for me to align the crosshair to the enemy's head. So what crosshair did I decide to go with next? So immediately I noticed that the outline helps the crosshair stand out. If the environment is dark, then the blue is more visible. If it is bright, the black outline is more visible. This is great as it tackled problem number 1. And problem 2 was that I wanted a crosshair that fits well, where if I aim at a person's head, the crosshair is covering their head well enough to be confident in the headshot. And in this clip, that does exactly that. When my crosshair was on the head, I was confident to press mouse 1 to get the kill. As I grew more confident, I was able to land cleaner shots without hesitation. And I must say, it was pretty satisfying. So, did we find the answer to the problem of me missing my shots because of my crosshair? I feel like we did, and I'm going to continue playing with this crosshair, maybe try a few others to see how it goes. If you have a crosshair recommendation, please let me know in the comments and I'll check it out. I will also include the crosshairs in the description if you want to use it yourself. Now, you're probably thinking, but Fox, crosshair doesn't make your aim better. And you're right, it isn't the only determining factor. Things like crosshair placement and sensitivity are very important, and I plan to make a video about that in the future. Comment below if you have any video suggestions. I'll take a look and see if I can do one of them. I'll see you guys in the next video.